Welcome to this presentation for HSC Studies of Religion 1 and 2 Unit students. My name is Mr. David Ivers and I'm the Education Officer Religious Leadership, Learning and Development on the Mission and Identity team at Sydney Catholic Schools. This is the first of a series of 3 presentations on the topic Christianity, Significant Practice, Baptism. This presentation will be available via links on RE Online at Sydney Catholic Schools and is licensed under NEILS to allow sharing for the purpose of study by educational institutions, especially schools. This series of 3 presentations will cover off a series of different learning intentions. The next 2 presentations will cover depthing the student's knowledge of Christian baptism, defining and identifying key teachings on baptism, analysing baptism in 3 major Christian variants. The focus of this current presentation is to explore HSC syllabus requirements. In order to understand the topic you are studying, you must first know what the HSC Studies of Religion syllabus is asking of you. In order to first understand what the HSC Studies of Religion syllabus is asking of you, you need to first download the HSC Studies of Religion syllabus from NESA, the New South Wales Education Standards Authority. If you haven't already downloaded the syllabus, follow these instructions. You can pause this clip at any time and come back to it. By the way, you should have downloaded the HSC syllabus for every subject you are studying for the HSC. You see, the HSC exams are not examining a textbook. It examines what is in the syllabus. If it occurs between the front cover and the back cover of the syllabus, especially the HSC section of the syllabus, it can be examined. Now call up google.com.au and we'll start the search for the HSC Studies of Religion syllabus. Great, now you have the Google search engine up, type in your search, HSC Syllabus Studies of Religion NESA. Then press return or enter. What you're looking for will yield around 38,200 possibilities. The good thing is you made the search term specific enough so it should be the first entry in Google and it should look like this. Click on the entry that looks like this and be sure that it goes to educationstandards.nsw.edu.au and the page with the Studies of Religion material on it. If you've clicked on the correct link, you should come to a page that either says Studies of Religion 1 Stage 6 Syllabus 2009 or Studies of Religion 2 Stage 6 Syllabus 2009. You can navigate between them using the menu on the left-hand side of the page. I'm using the Studies of Religion 2 page. You'll notice the page is divided into 3 sections. The syllabus information is in the top third, assessment examination materials in the mid-third, and the bottom third you'll find support materials. The support material is well worth a detailed exploration, as it is where you'll find past HSC Studies of Religion papers and the marking guidelines. This includes notes from the markers and the marking centre. Now, click on the link that says Download Word Studies of Religion Stage 6 2009 Syllabus Word. I suggest you download the Word version as you can then use it to help you with study. You see, you'll be examined on what is in the syllabus. In the Word version of the syllabus you can annotate or make notes under each dot point. You can change the font colour, the font itself, even the size, in order to make your notes stand out. If you have studied a topic and you cannot put down notes for a dot point or range of dot points, then you have a gap in your knowledge. Go to your teacher and find out what you missed. You see, these are the things likely to blindside you during an exam and cause you to waste time and to worry. Note-taking to the dot points of the syllabus means you'll become familiar with the language of the syllabus. The language and the terminology of the syllabus is the language you should be using in your responses in the exam. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of a HSC Studies of Religion Stage 6 syllabus. It is your key to success in HSC Studies of Religion. Let's get to know the syllabus and what you should have done. Go to page 9. You can pause this video whilst you find the page. Know the topics you should have studied in Year 11 Prelim and in Year 12 HSC. Go to the sections for each topic. You can annotate each dot point as part of your study regime either at home or school. If you cannot make at least one note or comment under each dot point, ask yourself, what do I need to know about this? Note that if you are doing the 1-unit course, you will have 2 religious tradition depth studies to do. This will be Christianity plus one other. If you are doing the 2-unit course, you have 3 religious tradition depth studies, Christianity plus 2 others. The exam will require you to write about each depth study at some point. If you finish the exam and haven't written about each depth study, you will have missed something from the exam. Be sure to go back and rectify it during the exam. Go now to page 36 of the syllabus. Pause this video if you need. This page really tells you what you have to know and be across to be successful in this subject. For example, the syllabus only recognises 5 different religious traditions: Buddhism, Christianity, Hinduism, Islam and Judaism. Do not write about something that is not listed here as a religious tradition. It will not be regarded as one. Likewise, you're expected to, quote, develop a comprehensive view of religious traditions as living religious systems that link directly with the life of adherents, unquote. This is critical and is the statement that will make or break you as a student of this subject. Religious traditions have believers who we call adherents. They are living beings. Therefore, we must have living religious systems because they relate and impact the life of the adherents, the believers. You also must be across the whole of the tradition. In Christianity, that means across the different variants, the technical name for the different churches, and this also means be across Eastern and Western Christianity. And in Western Christianity, be across the Catholic variant and at least one, preferably 2 others, e.g. the Anglican variant, the Lutheran variant, the Uniting Church variant. Page 40 is where you'll find the dot points for Christianity. Here you can annotate each dot point. Again, if you cannot make at least one note or comment under each dot point, ask yourself, what do I need to know about this? Also ask, what am I being asked to learn about? There is a column marked Learn About. Also ask, what am I being asked to learn to do? There is a column marked Learn To. This is the section for HSC Christianity. Note you choose one practice. You are looking at slides on baptism, so that is most likely your practice. The others are marriage ceremony and Sunday worship. On page 39, the syllabus reminds you that, quote, this study is the contribution of significant people, ideas, practices, and ethical teachings to an understanding of Christianity as a living religious tradition. The study of Christianity is to be of the whole tradition where applicable. This isn't the first time you've seen this, so when you write, make sure you do so with this in mind. In case you missed the fact that you have to see religion as being an interrelated system, in 2013, the then Board of Studies New South Wales had this question in section 3 of the paper. It shows that the living religious tradition is where the overlap of significant people and ideas, significant practices, and ethics intersect. For example, with baptism as your significant practice, how does baptism intersect with Paul of Tarsus or John the 23rd, and how do those things intersect with, say, bioethics? This slide is taken from the Learn To section of the HSC topic on Christianity. It asks you to describe one significant practice within Christianity drawn from baptism. Demonstrate how the chosen practice expresses the beliefs of Christianity. Analyse the significance of this practice for both the individual and the Christian community. The parts marked in red can be found on the next 2 slides, showing the questions they appeared in on the 2018 paper and the 2016 paper, randomly chosen to make the point that it is the syllabus you are being tested on. And so it is the syllabus you're being tested on. The Learn To statements on page 40 of the syllabus turned up in question 24 of the 2018 exam paper. In Section 2, Question 2 on the 2016 Studies of Religion exam paper. Note the flow of marks in these questions. The more detail you need, the more marks are allocated to that part of the question. In case you hadn't noticed, each topic, in this case Christianity, draws on a range of the outcomes listed for the Studies of Religion course. They are typically written with verbs at the beginning. This makes them ideal for formulating questions where you are asked to do something. They can be combined to form questions as well. For example, explain aspects of belief systems within Christianity and evaluate the influence of religious practice in the life of adherents. Here we have combined H1 and H5 to form a question. It may not be exactly the words of the outcome, but the questions will pick up on key words from the outcomes. If you're looking for practice questions, combine two outcomes, as I've done here. And then ask yourself, how would I or could I answer that question? There's some homework for you. Now you have a solid understanding of what the Studies of Religion syllabus requires. Have a look at the next set of slides in this series, HSC Studies of Religion, Baptism, Significant Practice.